What's poppin' Sigmas? I asked you all to send in some wild steamy confessions, your Animal Jam confessions, over on Discord, on Instagram, on YouTube, and I procrastinated a lot. It's been around 3 months. And somehow we only got 11 responses. But here I am, and I'm scared. I'm scared, y'all, because if you have seen the Pillow Room, even that's too much. And that's without a restriction. And these confessions, I'm scared that I'm gonna read one, and I'm gonna quit, okay? But here is my form. Ever had a steamy fantasy about an alpha goon in the Pillow Room daily? Or do you just buy dozens of reindeer poop for your animal to play in? Expose yourself in the sense of the form and not as an act of public indecency, of course. So I can use your freaky deaky side for watch time views, clout and money. Hey. Now for some reason, I don't know why I added this in the form, but I asked how people breathe. And somehow all of you are plants. All of you are flowers. But let's get on to the responses. Let's get on to the real questions. So one time I dressed up as an Arctic wolf and pretended to be a boy. This is a universal experience in this game. Everyone's cross-dressing. I don't know if it's drag. I don't know if it's everyone's trans awakening or what. But I remember when I was little, it was always a thing. It was like, only dress as what you are. But now it feels like people are just making outfits for the sake of making outfits. Because that's what I do. I make divas. I make studs. I got a girlfriend and we would send each other the in-game letters all the time till one day I suggested we should roleplay in my den. And we ended up doing it online data style with the sit-in dancing pose. For free? No, because imagine that in reality. You're a little bunny, you're sitting down, and then all of a sudden, your elephant partner comes in and just sits on you. Your bones would actually be crushed. And her IRL sister walked in on her, and she ended up leaving. Never seen her since. And then they also said they were a freaky child. But honestly, everyone did this, okay? I was once a child, and I can speak saying that, yes, when I was 12, I did hop and play. And it was funny. And what about it? It's always protect the children, but it's the children that are doing these things, you know? I have a deep hatred for that one girl in game. Peck? Me too. She is a stupid kid that infiltrated my pack and all, trying to stir drama. I may be a 19-year-old dude, but she deserved being called an attention whore. Yes, I insult kids online, but not in a game. I rage calmly in my room. I also watched you draw a gore of Peck. I hate it so much. No, because when you started this off, I thought you were on about Peck. I have a deep hatred for that one girl. Hi, my name is Peck. I like to show you around. I also have a deep hatred for Peck. Because why is she just screaming in our ears? That voice is so insufferable.
I was playing.
I know a lot of people in this community are like, oh no, stop doxing and stuff. But honestly, we need to find out who voice acted Peck, find that address, and send them. For legal reasons, that was a joke. If she suddenly never gets a job again and never voice acts, don't look at me, that's just a coincidence. I infiltrated a feet Discord to sell drawings of feet and all. My art got corrected by someone whose drawings are not that good. What? What? This is so right. So you're drawing feet and then other people are going, the pinky is too small. Put your comic rippers away. Why? I don't understand the obsession with feet. Why are you drawing pictures of your dogs? If this keeps on going on, I just might have to take you all to the slaughterhouse. I'm gonna have to go to the vet. I'm gonna have to put you down as your dog should be. So there was this solid giveaway and I was so bored. So I was like, let's check this bitch out. I was a non-member account and like 4 pajamas showed up. The host was this all black panda. Hold on, have you seen the all black lynxes? Why is everyone doing that? I don't know if I'm missing out on something. Because it just came out of nowhere and now everyone's doing it. Anyways, the host was this all black panda. He made us do the boom baya for the salad. I never got it, but I still got that black lung if you know. Oh my Jesus Christ. When you said Boombayah, I thought you meant a terrorist attack. Why say Boombayah when you mean... Anyways, I still goon to Sir Gilbert hoping he will destroy this peach. I don't know how to feel about this. Because if I made a Hear Me Out cake, Sir Gilbert absolutely would be on it. But I think this is a little bit too much. And they added a photo. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's Sir Gilbert. Alright. Animal Jam Stripe Clubs. I don't think I can say the rest. I honestly don't think I can say the rest. Olden days, though. I think it's worse if you did it back in the day, because that's when children actually played this game. Now, they're taking away everything when no children play the game. How did it take a ripe 15 years for someone to realize accordions on penguins look like honkers. I used to hack and scam people. I don't think Animal Jam hackers are even real. Let me just put that out there. Because what do you mean you know how to code and you know how to get into databases for usernames and passwords? Unless you go to their den and you're like, hey, give me your password and I'll get you some diamonds. But that's different. That's not really hacking. That's just... I feel like that should go into the scamming category because you're not really hacking them. You're just manipulating them. And on the scamming part, who didn't? I mean, when I say I used to scam too, I didn't really scam. What I would do is I would host a fashion show in my den and I'd say, we didn't get surprise because everyone only goes to your fashion show if you give a prize. And then after I said that, I went to my den, we went through it all, and my alt account would win. And then my alt account would be like, yay, I won. So I guess I scammed their time in a sense. I was probably the most problematic person back then. I used to buddy my buddies. Understandable, honestly, because I look at my buddy list and I don't even know half these people. I also would always be envious if they hang out with someone else. Okay, never mind. Something was absolutely wrong with me. I also think something is wrong with you. You need to go to a therapist. Because why are you using your buddies and then be jealous when they're hanging out with someone else? Like, you're only using them anyway. Why are you getting jealous when you're using them? Like, you're still using them, regardless if they have other friends. Friends? Other friends. I mean, my e-boyfriend did e-roleplay as Greeley with me on Discord in 8th grade. Best esports I have ever had. Are you sure that your e-boyfriend wasn't bootleg Greeley? Made a live streamer cry by asking if a dying granddad was gonna come on. What? Oh my gosh. Did you know they were dying? If you knew they were dying, you're actually foul for that. But if you don't know, hey, take no responsibility. That is on them. Technically it's on the grandpa. Just live longer. Made another live streamer cry by putting furry. Oh my, no. Let's not do this. I also realized earlier, there are people that play this game and they are actual furries, and that was a shock for me. I thought it was just all jokes and memes. And then I realized people are furries, and now I don't know how to feel about that.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here.
I know of a really how was this approved masterpiece in Black Foxy 10. Oh, we are checking this out. Hold on. Look at that, non-members. I got 3 diamonds and you didn't. Ooh, and I sold some eco solar panels. Oh, I sold lots of eco solar panels. Hell yes. 3 days ago. And I'm guessing this was submitted 3 months ago, so we will never know. My Little Pony. Is that it? That makes me think Black Foxy sent this confession. What do you mean, how was this approved? It's just a peach pony with some of a little dookie on the side of her booty.
In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't gotta change. Sucking my waist, so I'm moving my beans. Like a million.
But anyways, I digress. I don't know how to speak to popular jammers and will tickle them. This is why we need to go outside. Because what do you mean you can't speak to popular jammers is online. Speaking online is the easiest thing you can do. If you're brain rotted enough to the point where you can't speak online, I'm scared if you leave the house. I feel like if you go to McDonald's and they don't give you any ketchup, you'd be scared to have ketchup. I feel like you would have heart palpitations. Let's start socializing as a generation again, please. Not to be a crazy schizo. Are you sure? After everything you've already said, there's a secret I shouldn't know of a Discord server of 60 odd of the most top influential and game-rich jammers doxing and screwing with the trading part of the game. They're the reason the trading system is so fucked up right now. Send proof. Why are you saying this? But why aren't you sending the proof? Why aren't you exposing them? That's the first thing I would do. You would get so much clout if you expose them. So just expose them and get all the clout. 90% of the Instagrammers are fake. They're not as family friendly as they make out. Me, but it's different because I never say I'm family friendly. I say I hate the babies from the get-go. And then people still complain. Like, okay, I've told you. I've been in many servers of popular jammers that make up shitty, untasteful dark humor. Especially Lala and Kek. Evil? No, because I've been dragging these two for a hot minute, so why aren't they joining in and dragging me back? I've been dragging them for months, and now you're saying they have untasteful dark humor? Why do they hate me then?
Let me in. Let me in, please.
My friend hacked one of our Alm Jam ops. She was quite popular jammer on the Instagram scene and had me and our friends keep our mouth shut. I got bored and told the op it was her to steal the fart. Oh no. Why would you throw your own friend under the bus like that? No, I wouldn't. I would never. I'd be like, hey, I heard one of your friends did this to you. You know? Like, if you want to stir the pot, don't Don't do that, because you're going to lose all your friends. And especially with how this whole list of confessions is you trying to not be a crazy schizo, it is very coming across like this. Maybe I shouldn't even put this in the video, in case I say something that offends you and you find out where I live and murder me in my sleep. Or maybe if I didn't put it in the video, you would do that because it would seem like I ignored you. Oh, we've got an image. Is this a masterpiece that was supposed to be scary? Oh no. It's just DMs. It's just blurred out DMs. Oh, we got a screenshot. Saw some girl talking about how her best friend's seed. I hope you mean boom seed. Okay, I really hope you're trying to destroy them phantoms and not the cat, if you know what I mean. About how her boyfriend's seed messes up her pH balance. Weirdest part was that no one said anything and kept on minding their own business. I mean, as they should, but still. Of course, this was a pillar room, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. I'm gonna say, if it's in the pillar room, yeah, sometimes you do make some wacky comments. Some wacky jokes. Everyone's already invested in their own conversation, so no one cares. That's just how it is. The pillar room really is just lots of people battling for attention. Was in a relationship with a high schooler on this game when I was like in the 3rd grade. How did you know they were high schooler? And my question is, did they know that you were in the 3rd grade? Because if they didn't, weird. I had 2007 in my name, so she could have done math to figure out I'm a child. And yes, our animals did become skin colored. Please, no more. No, because like if you're 2007 and you're in the 3rd grade, aren't you like 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old? And they're in high school. So they would have been like a 1990s baby.
You gon' choose me, baby, or you could lose me, baby.
I think you're a victim and you need to go to Gabby's Animal Hospital for some therapy time with Dr. Gabby. And that's all the wild confessions I have, at least all the interesting ones. I'll leave the form down below if you want to do it. I also have another video where I ranked your hot takes and controversial opinions. I'll leave that form below if you want to do that as well. And if you want a hot, sexy, and juicy, creepalicious mama that does Animal Jam content, I'm right here. Make sure to subscribe. I will see you in the next video. That is if I don't go to jail for some things I may or may not do to the Peck voice actor.
This kitty farts over the globe. Blow away that jet. That's my null probe. Rev up that engine when you motor. Cherries for the picking. Red wine. Drink loads.